meeting is being recorded.
You. Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. We are pleased to be joined by Ryder Zajac of Tecumseh football and basketball, who just made a pretty massive announcement about his football future. First off, Ryder, thanks for coming on. How are you, bud?
Good. Thanks for having me.
So tell everybody where you're going.
I'll be headed to Northwood football for the next 4 years.
Okay. So, I think a lot of people, but let's just address this. For people that know you and know your family, obviously your dad's the athletic director at Tecumseh. And of course, it's you, and of course, you've been performing well in both football and basketball, having a pretty good basketball season right now. I know your sister's doing well, as pretty good as well on the girls' side. It's just kind of talk about the decision to, you've only played football for a year, and now you're going to continue it in college, and many people expected basketball would be the sport that you continue on with.
Yeah. So, it was a hard decision. I took a lot of time just talking to my family, everybody, all my friends and coaches. But I've known Coach B at Northwood for a really long time. He's one of our family friends. And he reached out to me when he was at Albion at first for football. And I was kind of debating it. I was going to play both there at first. And then he left for Northwood. And I was just kind of thinking about it. I had a good football year, and I love football, but basketball was, that was my passion for my whole life. And then football came around, and I kind of thought, where could I go with this? I could get so much better at football. I did all that in just 1 year I didn't even really work at football. I never trained at all. It was just all off my athletic ability. And if I really work at it, I kind of thought, how much better could I actually get at this? And would I be more successful in football or in basketball in college? And ultimately, talk with my family, I thought it'd be a better option to play football. And Northwood was a big part of it. If I wouldn't have gotten the offer at Northwood, I don't know if I would have played football, but my whole thing with the college search was feeling at home. And when I went there, I really felt like.
Yeah. And of course, with Coach going there, and obviously after spending so much at Albion, and of course coming to Northwood now, what's that going to be like? And obviously that made a huge decision, and it also helps that he is so close to you guys.
Yeah, I think it'll be huge for me, just knowing somebody, having him always be there. And he's a great dude, man. He's so down to earth, and he's a great guy to just talk to. And I know I'm in good hands. My mom knows I'm in good hands there, and I think it'll be a great relationship.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about this year that you've had. And I think this kind of levels into where this decision really kind of came from. The thing is, it's I think a lot of people I don't think many of you guys were surprised about the year that you had, but outside the realm of things, this was obviously, it became very, very clear to me. And obviously the 23 class is a very special class at Tecumseh. Because of course a lot of you guys played football, and then of course the transition to the basketball scene, and obviously you guys had your best season in a very, very, very long time. What was that like? What was this past football season like for you?
It was awesome. We kind of started the winning ways last year in basketball. We knew our class was going to be like the class since our freshman year, I think, because we were undefeated in basketball my freshman year. We didn't lose much in football. And we won the SEC for the first time in 30 some years last year in basketball. And then we were like, all right, this is when we start everything. And then football came around, and it just made us work that harder because we wanted to win the SEC and that too. And how it worked out, we had the athletes, we had some great coaches, man. Coach Romano, he was the assistant coach of the year. Coach Dolson, our offense was almost unstoppable just with the coaching staff and the athletes we had. And we have a great bond. Our class has been together for so long. We have a great bond together. It's like a brotherhood.
Yeah. Really, I think a lot of you guys transition from the football field all to the basketball court as well. What just talk about that. What's that been like? Because the thing is, you guys have been friends, you and Gavin and Job and Brendan and everybody else. You guys have been friends for such a long time. What's the friendship like between all you guys?
Friendship's awesome, man. I mean, even when we're not in sports, we hang out all the time. Like we hang out, we come to my house almost every weekend, somebody else's house. We hang out, we do everything together. I mean, I don't go more than a couple hours without seeing those guys every day. And I mean, the friendship we have is special.
Yeah. And of course, and to see all you guys, commit, of course, commit to, I mean, you and Job and Gavin all commit to all for football next year. What's that like to see? Oh, we're all friends. We're all going and doing our thing in college.
Yeah, it's awesome seeing everybody have success. I mean, 3 kids going D2, hopefully another one soon with Jake Burns. He's committing soon, I think. And yeah, that 4 guys going to play D2 football from one team is pretty rare.
Yeah. Basketball. Let's talk about the basketball season so far. I know that this was also going to be a big year for that, and obviously this is what obviously Coach Webster has built for the last 4 years. What is that? What has it been like to see that team grow into what it is now?
Yeah, I mean, we've been growing for a long time. Sophomore year, we've had the same starting 5 since sophomore year. And I mean, that's just been huge for us to keep the same chemistry and everything together. Last year was probably our best year. This year was hoping to be our best year. We've kind of hit a little bump in the road so far, but we're getting back to it. And hopefully we can finish out the season strong and win districts. That's our goal.
Yeah. What kind of drives you as an athlete?
Just my family. I mean, family, coaches. I mean, both my parents played D1 basketball, so they push me every day to just be the best I can in the weight room, on the court, or on the football field. And my sisters are all good, so we all just train together, work hard together, and we all push each other to be the best we can be.
And just to kind of see what all the progress you've been. This is obviously a team that, and this team's going to be remembered, for a long time by this Tecumseh community. What's that going to be like as you kind of make your exit this year and grow and go on to bigger and better things?
It's going to be awesome. I mean, just the community here at Tecumseh is amazing. I mean, you walk around town, you don't go 10 steps without somebody like noticing who you are, and they're like, "Hey, that's Ryder," and like just stuff like that. I mean, there's such a good support system here. Everybody here just like our football games are packed. Like especially big games, we have a pretty big stands, and like it was packed, and it was awesome. It'll be the same thing next year, hopefully, but yeah, it's awesome. Just the community and everything we have here.
Yeah, do you so you mentioned that you like for example, if you went in the grocery store, how many people would you think would recognize you?
A lot. I mean, quite a few people come up to me and talk to me, and same thing with Job. Same thing with Gavin. Just everybody knows. It's a little town, so everybody knows each other, and we're friends with pretty much everybody there. So I mean, and my family's friends with everybody, so it just kind of like everybody, and they know you.
All right. Well, let's get to know you a little bit, Ryder. How about that?
All right.
What's your go-to place for food?
Ooh, probably Danley's. Danley's is the spot in Tecumseh, man. It's awesome.
Favorite? Who was the athlete that you looked up to growing up?
Man, probably Luka Doncic. He's my favorite player. He's awesome, man.
You went off the last few nights I saw.
Yeah.
Let's see. What's your favorite TV or streaming show that you're really into right now?
Right now I'm watching Suits. It's like kind of an old show. I just got into it, but
It's okay.
yeah.
Let's see. What's the best thing that you guys like to do? Like, if you guys were all hanging out, like on the weekend, what do you guys like to do? What's like the favorite thing that you guys like to do?
We like to golf, man. I mean, we're big golfers around here. So we just went to the simulator on Saturday, I think. So if it's a summer or fall or spring, we'll go out there, hit the course or something. We all got memberships, so we go out there, swing the clubs around. Or if it's the winter, we'll go to the simulator every once in a while, or just hang out and watch football.
Okay. Super Bowl prediction.
Oof. I got the Chiefs.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. On a scale of 1 to 10, how are you at golf?
I'd like to say I'm pretty good. I'm on the golf team. We went to states my sophomore year, so I'm pretty solid. Probably like an 8.
Yeah. Can you beat your dad in golf?
Yeah, he doesn't play me much anymore because he knows I could beat him. But I mean, it'd be close.
Okay. And finally, what is something people do not know about
Probably that I have 3 younger sisters. They that all play basketball. They're all probably gonna end up being better than me. They're all studs, man. They're crazy.
you? All right. Ryder, Zajac, thank you so much for coming on and talking with us. And congrats on your commitment to Northwood, and we'll have you on later on in the year.
All right, thank you.